I just got a prescription for glasses for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time learning that I need to get glasses. When did you know that? When did you find out that you needed to start wearing prescriptions?
Yeah, I used to have the eyes of a hawk when I was a young man, and my eyesight was perfect, like beyond perfect, until I started law school.
Hello, I'm Connor McNamee. I'm a senior here at St. Michael's. I've been going here all 4 years of high school, and my favorite class is probably government and politics.
Hi, my name is Rose Reddig. I'm also a senior here. This is my 4th year here, and my favorite class is World History through Film.
We're here with President Nulton. Today, we're going to get to know him and see why he thinks St. Michael's is the best place to be.
This is going to be a monthly check-in with him, so tune in each month to see what's new with him and with the school.
Mr. Nulton, why did you decide to be the president of SMA?
So, you might know, I think we talked about this, I was a lawyer before, went to law school and practiced for 7 years, was working in real estate law. Thought I'd be a real estate attorney the rest of my life, was not looking for a different job. But when the opportunity was brought to my attention, it excited me right away for countless reasons. I'm passionate about the mission of the church generally. I'm passionate about Catholic education, both generally, again, but also specifically in our diocese. I want a great Catholic education for everybody in our diocese, but I'm especially interested because I want one for my children as well. And I knew already what a wonderful place St. Michael was. As I continued to learn more about it, as I considered this opportunity, I only grew more and more excited about being a part of it. And so, in short, why did I want to be president at SMA? I think it's the best job in the world to get to come to work with students like you every day and others that make our community what it is. It's just an absolute blast. Beats the practice of law anyway. So,
and how many children do you have?
there's 5. Danny, who's St. Michael class of 2037. Mary Grace, 39. Tommy, 40. Catherine, 41. And Molly will be class of 43. They'll all be in the JP2 community.
Awesome.
It's crazy that you already know their
I did the
graduation
math
year.
on it, and I've double checked it. I think it's right.
So can you tell us what your vision is for SMA?
My vision for St. Michael, there's a lot of details that I think about on a daily basis, but ultimately it all comes down to being excellent in everything we do. I say that everything we do here at St. Michael is oriented to Christ, whether that's in academics or athletics, in our relationships, in the arts, and that comes with a pretty high demand to be excellent in everything we do. If we're trying to satisfy God and live up to our nature as made in the image and likeness of God, that comes with a high demand for greatness. I mean, Jesus said it in the gospel, perfection, be perfect. So we've got, I think, the best school in the city. I want to just get better and better in everything we do, offer more and more to our students and our community, whether that's in our academic curriculum, whether that's in athletics, whether that's with the facilities we have. It's just taking everything we're doing, continuing to strive to be better and better, and to offer more and more to our students. And I think if we do that, again, I think we should be a national model in every way.
Well said.
Thank you.
Do you have anywhere that you want to travel on your bucket list?
I do, and I should be able to get there before too long because Father Sappington is starting. You might have heard Father Sappington is starting up a regular pilgrimage to Rome and a CC2, I think. So I'm not sure if I can swing it this coming summer, but before too long, I'd like to go on the St. Michael pilgrimage to Rome, which I hope will be a regular thing. I think the plan is for that to be the case. So I'd encourage you to look into it.
Oh, that worked out well.
Yeah, right.
Were you like, hey, you know where we should take a pilgrimage to? Rome.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So, Mr. Nulton, we have growing enrollment and we have beautiful grounds here at the school. What are your plans for how we bolster our facilities?
Yeah, I think about that often. That's a question I get a lot from folks in the community. We're at around 470 students this year, ticking up towards 500 if trends continue. And if we get much more than that, we're pretty much full in these facilities. So we need to be mindful of how and when we grow. There are obvious opportunities to provide some of the facilities you would expect at a high school. Football stadium is one of those that's very important for a lot of reasons. With the current leadership we've got, which will be here for a long time, I plan to get a year under my belt, and then we'll kick off a strategic planning process. And a huge part of that process will be considering how and when we grow. I want to not be short-sighted. I want to have the long term in mind. But I kind of see a lot of the work I'm doing in development now as laying the foundation, growing those relationships. So when it comes time for a large capital campaign to build some of those facilities that any high school should like to have, that will have kind of the depth and breadth of support in our community to be able to do that. So
with the election that just happened and the changing political climate, how do you think that will affect the school and the students here?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose our students will always be affected by the culture at large or the society at large, and politics is a part of that. I think if our leadership does its job, then we should be helping everybody understand, the context for our lives, including our political lives. So, of course, as Catholics, or even if we're not Catholic, but as Americans, we want to strive for the greatest society, the best political order we can. The gospel tells us to work for a more just society. However, we can also have great hope and confidence in God, knowing that He's already assured us that ultimately He's taken care of everything. So we strive for the best leadership, the best laws we can have, but those are always going to be imperfect. There's only one perfect ruler, and it's Christ. So if we focus on Christ as the King of the universe, and if we keep our eyes on heaven, it makes it easier to endure, some of the struggles of an imperfect society. I'd like to ask you two if there's any advice or recommendations you have for me as president, because you've been here longer than I have, so you know better.
I think the best thing for you to do is be involved with the students, just whether it's community life, faith life, education, even you could tutor. I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
but
I don't use the time.
just be.
I don't know if anybody would want me, but
well, I mean, you kind of have to be kind of smart to be a lawyer. I don't know.
I've met plenty of dumb lawyers, so I'm not good, sir.
But yeah, definitely just be involved in the school, and not just the business side of the school,
right?
The people side of the school.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to just walk the halls when I can and strike up conversations. I mean, that's how I got to know you.
Yeah,
Connor.
talking about crime and punishment.
Yeah, right.
It's a good book. I just read that over the summer.
Oh yeah, I'm reading it for AP Literature.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I recommend the audiobook.
I've got the hard copy.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you for joining us for this first installment of these monthly videos. This one was a bit more introductory, but in the future, these videos will be more about the current events in our school.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is great.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. This is a great job.